And we're live, sadly. Well, hey everyone, welcome to the pubcast, episode 4. Before we start our discussion and anything, we here at the pubcast unfortunately have some sad news to make. We apparently have upset a bunch of people recently about the words saying, "You're stupid" and "an idiot." So we here at the pubcast have decided that we have mended our ways and that we'll no longer be using those offensive words to upset you going forward, and we also will not be using the words fuck, goddamn, Jesus Christ, motherfucker. Well, sorry, we're gonna still say the fucking words. Go fuck yourselves. But hey, well, here's the host, the most, with the biggest dick, apparently. But that's according to rumors. I can't confirm or deny that. And of course, my boys, Event Status, who of course will, always be the man who will carry the show when I'm not fucking around because I can't fucking think of a title or anything like that. And of course, my other boy, Kay, who actually came up with the ideas for this episode because I got no brain cells today. So
my back hurts.
I know how he feels.
You know what the stupid thing is about this whole idiotic, whole BS with the... I'm still gonna say it, damn it.
No, you can. I have to find you.
Yeah, just fire on all cylinders with it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm VAR in this.
So let me get this straight. You're not going to find us for drinking on the job, but you'll find us for saying those words.
Yeah, because I have to buy a referee from the Premier League, and he'll give red cards and yellow cards for no reason. So we have to bring some order into the show because we're all a safe space.
I'm not listening. Order. Fuck the rules. I'm not hearing it.
Wow. Well, we might have to fire you, actually. We might have to fire you. You are a Chelsea supporter,
Really? You really want to do that?
No. I need to keep my quotas. But, you know what? I think I should fire someone on the show. And that's Liverpool fans. Go fuck yourselves, you pussies. Really?
Here we go.
Really want to start with me? You really want to go? So, if anyone doesn't know, kayfabe, Event and I don't apparently work together on another podcast, apparently. And, we had Matthew Labre, I think, on the show, which was cool and all that, but apparently getting people upset. Getting a lot of people upset that I went in a little too hard on Liverpool. You do know, Liverpool, you have problems. You have problems. But you want to talk about you're going to slap Arsenal? Bruh, I don't even care about the whole, this team's better than this team. I don't really give a fuck about that. It's the fact that you tried coming at me, trying to find me to try and insult me. It's like you went out of your way to find me, which I think is hilarious. Especially on Twitch, which is kind of like the pussycat dolls of shit entertainment on it, which the only good entertainment is, of course, a Venom podcast. You know what I mean? Cheap dig. Cheap plug there. But Liverpool like to bring up shit, so I can bring up shit too if I need to. Just like the fact that you guys are mad that Sadio Mane left, so apparently your team is shit since he's left. That is kind of true. That's kind of true. You guys are kind of shit without him because he carried you for a fucking long time and actually was a good player and a good person. Just like the fact that your blockchain gimmick, when you got told to not do that because there's a pen investigation. But I think the most important point in all this, you fanboys are the biggest pussies I've ever come across. We are saying death threats to players. Just saying. Why are you saying death threats to players? Why? Just because you're a bunch of fucking virgins that you can't have sex? Is that what you want to go down? Especially when they go on, you can go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I never understood that. First off, you're not actually gonna go out and do anything to anybody in the real world anyway. So to even make a threat to take someone's life, come on, man, over a game. This person did not kick your door in. They didn't steal from you. They didn't kill your family members. They didn't do any of these things to you. They are playing a game, a sport. And you want to end them because of that? Or, I'm sorry, threaten to end them because of said sports, because of said game? Are you serious? No. That's just, this is why I say a lot of times some people really need background checks before they can even open their damn mouths. Truly.
Yeah. For real. But then, do you have anything else to say? Because they are the biggest pussies in world football, you know?
I can't say much because I'm an Eagles fan, and Eagles fans threaten people all the time.
Oh, okay.
So okay.
Yeah. But there's Chelsea. That's
why I'm quiet.
Yeah. I can understand that, man, because, because it is actually a history lesson to bring up, because in 2002, to this day, today, we were the first Premier League team to have 9 black players playing. That's a fact. You can ask in 2002, so Liverpool coming at me, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I don't really care about you, like the biggest pussies in world football. Like, no one cares about you, your players are shit, you got a manager who's fake COVID. Just saying, you fake COVID, man. You know what I mean? But let's move on.
Wow.
Because if I go into that, and these are allegations. It's an allegation that I've heard because of there was a news story about during the Copa Cup last year. They were meant to face us away first, but then they went and said, "Well, we got COVID," but magically, when the test wasn't completed, so the day before it was announced all this shit. So Klopp was talking about it way beforehand, so he knew something was fake. And also the tests themselves weren't exactly good tests. They weren't exactly the best ones to use. So, I don't know. That's an allegation. I can't say it's true or not, but I would believe it because it's Liverpool. Because they're shit. And that's my burial for Liverpool for this week. We'll have to move on to actually what we're going to be drinking this podcast, because I'm fucking tipsy as it is.
The more I'm quiet, the more I'm drinking. That's
okay.
Exactly.
Which is why this is why I'm quiet.
Okay. All right. What about you, Kay? You drinking? What are you drinking?
Oh yeah. Yeah, my usual this time around is rum and coke on the ice. So chilling with that. Matter of fact, excuse me 1 second. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mine
Cheers, fellas. Cheers.
Mine is Jack Daniels, because
nice.
I want to go fuck it. I'm gonna spoil myself because all this shit that happened this week is like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead straight into it. So yeah, let's go into our topics, which all have a theme this episode. So let us get right into journalism. God fucking damn it. You journalists, you wanna be clickbaiters, you copy and paste articles, your wrestling journalism are all fake. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun. So who wants to start?
But here's my thing with the whole idea of journalism, and I'm using quotes right now. Funny story. Last time I checked, in order to be a journalist, you had to do a lot of, writing 101, English 101, so on and so forth. It seems like most of these wannabe journalists, honestly, are still stuck in kindergarten. They never made it out. And I want to at least touch on, on my end, what I've been seeing a lot of lately. A big part of it is the fact that when it comes to wrestling, quote-unquote, journalism, I'm looking at you, Fightful Select, I'm looking at you, PW Insider, I'm looking at all of you. How can you possibly come up with so many idiotic, lying stories and still have jobs when we clearly know this is all made up? But these are sources. These are, full-on, I got backstage, I'm in the locker room stories that we all can clearly see are not true. And people fall for it. And it turns into almost a cult-like thing. Well, if Fightful Select said Triple H is fired after taking over WWE, it must be true, right? Because Fightful Select said it. Tell me what type of sense does that make? How does that make any sense? I thought journalism took actual research. I thought journalism took actual craft, skill. Not just, oh, I feel like doing a fanfic today. Oh, Aleister Black is leaving and he's going back to WWE and blah, 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 blah. I really thought it took skill to do this. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, like even with wrestling journalism, it's all he said, she said, because they can't present facts because you have to be in the business to understand. Like locker rooms, for example, it's sacred. You ain't gonna know what's going inside there. You might get some hints and tips on it, like maybe there's a fight or something, but most of the time you ain't gonna know because it's private. Even outside of wrestling, even outside, like people with production trucks and that, they're not gonna know what's going on in the locker room because most of the time they're outside the business. They're gonna know that kind of crap. So it is pathetic in the sense that when it comes to looking at information, and I actually remember having a fucking interesting conversation with a Fightful Select individual because I was messing with her and saying that she's the heel on Twitter, which is like, bruh, you're fucking supposed to be a journalist and you're going out of your way to get mad at someone just messing with you. And also Shane Rapu's supposed to, I don't know if he owns it or something, but he gets incredibly mad if you're saying anything mean to him. So, bro, you got it. You are a critic. You're allowed to be criticized. Again, anything you post online, good or bad, be prepared to get a reaction either way. It's the way people go about it is the problem. How people go about it.
It makes no sense, man. Like, and another thing about it, and this doesn't necessarily have to do with the wrestling side of it. It's just journalism as a whole.
Yeah.
It's ones that have nothing to do with that subject matter, be it gaming, be it movies, be it music, be it wrestling, be it whatever have you, sports. There are so many so-called journalists right now that can report on this particular new game that just came out, and then come to find out they don't even play video games at all. None whatsoever. Like, literally will shit all over gamers and be like, oh, well, yeah, no, I can speak on this because I am a gamer. But just last week, he just called gamers bottom-sucking, no outsiders, da-da-da-da-da, whatever have you. How? No, sorry, go ahead.
This was it not too long ago. It's actually still circulating on Twitter today. There was a person who was a so-called journalist who gave The Last of Us 2 a 10, gave it a 10 out of 10. And then, hold on, and then, not too long ago, which is why it's circulating still today, the person got hired by Naughty Dog.
Okay. That's,
So people are like, so where's the ethics? Where's the, you know what I mean?
The ethics? What is ethics?
I swear to God, everything died in 2014. Everything.
Yeah, it did.
And now we're seeing what it is. I don't even think anyone's a journalist anymore. They're just glorified bloggers. They're not even like, because when you ask for their sources, they don't have them. And then when you sit here and you talk to these guys, they don't even get out of kindergarten. Because when you talk to them, even like that's what I don't think people understand. That social media is supposed to be social. You're supposed to interact with each other. You're supposed to talk to each other, and whether you agree or disagree. These people will get so mad that you question what they're saying that they'll just block you outright, even if you don't say it directly to them. They will keyword search their name and get, hello, Jason Shearer, because he did it to me. I had said, after the whole thing that came out with Activision, because Jason Shearer sat on that information, knowing that those people were being abused and how they felt over at Activision Blizzard, and I said, I felt if it was up to me, if I met Jason Shearer, I'd probably try to squeeze his little neck off. He's such a little weasel. That's why I said it. And he said something to somebody else, and I didn't know at first. Someone quote retweeted what he said, but of course I couldn't see it because it says, such and such as, you're not allowed to see their tweet because they blocked you. Then I realized it was Jason Shearer that blocked me. I was like, wait a minute, because people were talking about him. He was trending. So when I clicked on, it was like, oh no, he's blocked you. I was like, well, he must have saw my tweet about, squeeze his little neck off, he's a little, he's a little weasel. And he must have saw it because I had never said anything towards him ever. You know what I mean? So he must have keyword searched his name and got it that way because didn't nobody retweet what I said. Didn't no one like what I said at the time. So he had to see it. Yeah. So I mean, that's how it is. But these journalists, if you even question them, like same thing with Adam Sessler. I don't understand these people. Adam Sessler said that he was being harassed by people online. I agreed with him. I said it's wrong to do. I said you shouldn't have to go through that. And while we were discussing what was going on, he blocked me. I was like, I'm agreeing with you. What are you blocking me for? It made no sense. I was like, it literally made no sense. We were just talking, and I said how much I agreed with him and how he shouldn't have to go through that. And then all of a sudden, you are blocked by Adam Sessler. I'm like, okay.
That's because they feed on that. They feed on that, man. They want the negative attention. They want to, I'm being bullied, I'm being harassed, me. They want that. So when you do something positive, like, you know what, you're right, that is wrong. Huh? You sound like you're agreeing with me. I can't have that. No, not today. Come on, bring on some more hate. I need that.
He was complaining about hate and harassment. Then I said, no, you're right. You shouldn't have to go through all that. Then he blocked me for that. I'm like, wait a minute, what? So you're damned if you do it, you're damned if you don't with these people. You really are.
Yeah.
So you can't take it seriously at this point ever. At this point, listen, since 2014, all of them that act like they're so serious, you cannot take serious. You can't because this is what they do. So go ahead.
I was gonna say, no journalist should be crying about fucking harassment when they're the ones harassing people in the first place. Yeah. You're the ones hunting for, like, Britney Spears for fucking years on end. You're the same fucking people going inside fucking shop malls, fucking your ugly fucking cameras because you can't get fucking anything good about yourselves, and you're fucking harassing celebrities, or you're fucking going out your way to find people when they want nothing to do with you. They want to have a daily life. But then that's the price of celebrities, though, fortunately.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, because of that, oh, this person's an asshole, this person's a bitch. Don't go try and find this celebrity because they'll shit all over you. Dude, you caught them while they were with their kids or something. Leave them alone. Yeah. Leave them alone.
Like there was one journalist, and I'm not gonna defend Amber Heard, but people were saying, oh, she's faking a child or something. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, even though I don't like Amber Heard, I don't think she's faking having a kid. I think that's a line a little bit too high for her standard to do that, and I think it would be weird to make that accusation in any sense or form. And even with journalism now, even with sports, like, you have a bunch of stupid people who don't know the fucking sport and have dumb opinions. But I don't know.
No, I'm sorry. No, I was just gonna say, it seems like most of these so-called journalists, like, I don't understand where the mindset. I don't understand their mindset, I guess I should say. And this goes into the movie side of journalism. Now, Sci-Fi yesterday had, for the 30th anniversary, they had a Sharknado marathon. And I was just curious, going around checking stuff. And I went on and saw the rating on IMDb, which everybody now knows is a joke. I actually used to look at IMDb for, like, okay, let me see what's really good and see what's going on. It used to be decent, but now it's a joke. So they gave Sharknado a 3.8 out of 10. Here's the thing about Sharknado. It's supposed to be bad. Where do these journalists get, oh, Sharknado was the worst movie that's ever been created. This is why, because the plot points here don't make any sense, the characters here don't make any sense, and yada yada. Of course they don't. It's not supposed to. Do you not know satire? Do you not know what that movie is supposed to be? The series itself. Like, I don't understand. If you really wanted to go into Sharknado taking it seriously, did you think this was going to be the biggest, earth-shattering disaster movie of all time? No. It's a movie about a tornado filled with sharks. Off the bat right there should tell you, this is a joke. This whole movie is just for fun. And journalists out here, especially in cinema, they just, critics and journalists, they just really don't know when something is supposed to be funny and just, blah, 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 or serious and actually take it to heart. What was the main guy's name back in the day? Roger Ebert and Gene Siskel. Now, Gene Siskel, rest in peace, by the way. Yeah, he actually had head on his shoulders. Roger Ebert, still to this day, is one of the most idiotic guys. Oh, wait, there's that word. There was that word. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Roger Ebert is one of the stupidest guys I've ever seen when it comes to cinema because he will take a movie that is complete and utter trash and sit there and have a whole program on it. I'll go watch the movie, and it's actually decent. And it's only bad because he didn't like one scene. The rest of the movie is good, but this one scene just rubbed him the wrong way. Well, everybody has that one scene that they don't like. That doesn't mean the entire movie is bad. So you go out and you write a report on it, or you do a journalism, report on it. And now everybody thinks this movie is trash, and people might flush it and don't even give it a chance. Without even noticing, like, actually, this movie is really good. Don't listen to people. That leads me to my point. Do not listen to these journalists. I don't care what subject matter, what genre it is. Do not listen to these journalists or what wannabe journalists. Don't do it. You will miss out on so many good things, so many awesome things if you go and look at IMDb's rating for Sharknado, or you listen to Roger Ebert, and you listen to Game Informer or Game Rant or all of them. Don't. You'll miss out.
Yeah, especially when, as you said, it's again like all of us can literally just make a YouTube channel and talk about how we feel about something because we are fans of said genre. Like we're all horror fans here, so we all understand what horror is about and how it should be based on. Even though we're probably pretty much immune to any scare mongering, but again, it's the point is that you should know what you're expecting into something. If you're going into horror thinking it's going to be a romantic comedy, then that's on you as a person to be aware that that's not going to happen. You should always be aware of what the movie's nagging towards and what it's about. Journalism today is it just isn't worth the hassle, to be honest. It's not worth your time. Just go and listen to fans who love what they do, who love the craft. Look at them. Don't waste your time on the media, man.
Absolutely. It's that's all it comes down to, really. And that's what I was saying about like the mindset of it. It's just so ridiculous, and it builds this, like I said earlier, cult status. And for instance, speaking of horror really fast, as far as horror movies go, TikTok is the biggest cesspool for that. So you have a bunch of people, I mean anywhere between 100 to 200 to maybe 400 people going, oh, I just watched the scariest movie of my entire life. I just watched the scariest movie ever. Okay, so what's the name of the movie? I think it's called Paranormal Activity. What? So now everybody...
That's something I noticed. It's not just TikTok doing that type of viral ad marketing for a long time. They did it with the Blair Witch Project. They would say people, it was so scary that people were fainting in the audience and they had to be carried out. And then they would show, if you remember the commercial, they would show, actual footage of they would show people in the seats and they would be screaming and everything. It's all viral marketing as far as I'm concerned.
But it's fine if it's the producers and the directors in the studio doing it. It's great. When you have your random average people that don't do this at all, and they're just like, oh my God, don't watch this movie alone, or oh my God, don't watch this movie at night. Like that stuff, no. Like
I wouldn't be surprised if they're getting something from that. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't be either. Speaking of viral marketing, though, one that is being done really well right now is Smile. And they're paying actors right now to go to like baseball games and different events and stuff. And they just sit in the crowd and smile the whole time. So when the camera pans down on them when you're watching the game on TV, you just see this one random person just smiling there and not blinking. And I think that is genius. That is amazing. Like, that's good marketing. That's how it should be done. That's a good way to build up hype for your movie. But when you tell me a 20-year-old movie was the most terrifying thing that you've ever seen, and we all, growing up in the age of great horror, we go back and look at that movie and go, seriously, this scared you? This scared you. Okay.
Well, I think we're looking at a different scope. I mean, it could be their first time. I'm like, I'll put it like this. If someone said, they just watched The Exorcist and it was the scariest movie they ever seen, I can't get on and be like, that's scary, but we've seen that X amount of years ago.
Yeah.
I can't get on for being scared of it. I think that what's happening is that it's being embellished a little bit. I think that people, especially young people, they haven't had that interaction yet when it comes to these type of movies, and they have to rely on social media because there's no one else that they can say, or there's a group of people that they can say, hey, I got a chance to watch this movie with you. I remember when we all went, me and my friends, we went to go see the Blair Witch. We went as a group. You know what I mean? I don't think that you're going to have that many people doing it these days, going to a group of, say, 6 or 7 people. Because because not everyone is interested in those type of things. I think because we have now a community, especially online, that have a bunch of genres in that community, you can find people easier online and influence or be influenced easier online than it would be to say find 6 or 7 friends that don't have a problem with horror movies and go with you. You can have friends, but they may not like horror movies, or they may not like action movies, or they may not. So it's kind of hard to find those group of people that get everyone together and go. I think it's a little bit easier to do it online these days. So I mean, if they're just doing it for shock value and just to get likes and whatever, then okay, I don't have anything to say to that. You know what I mean? You're full of shit. You know, but people who are genuinely just catching up or trying to catch up with the classics, I'm not going to get on them. You know what I mean?
If you've never seen it or anything like that, or you've never experienced it, then you're fine. You're safe. It's the ones that claim that they love horror so much. It's the ones that claim that nothing scares me, and I've watched all the horror movies in the world, but this one I just could not handle. And
the last big one they said was supposed to scare everyone was The Conjuring. No, was The Conjuring? The Conjuring. And I went to the movie see Conjuring, and I didn't yawn, but I was close to it.
Yeah, I fell asleep. Yeah. I'm not gonna cap. I fell asleep in that movie. It was so fucking boring.
Yeah, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me. I remember, like, my sisters back in the day, not back in the day, like, it was so far away, they went to go see Paranormal Activity, and they went before I did. Then I went to go see it with a couple of friends of mine. When they got out of the theater, they called me, and were like, I have to go to church in the morning, I have to go pray, because what I just saw scared the crap out of me, and yada, yada, yada. I was like, okay, you're talking a big game here, so I'll go see it, and, it creeped me out. But I didn't need a priest afterwards. Come on now, you're just doing. No. It's not that bad. It wasn't that bad. That's the type of stuff I don't understand. Like, I can't go see The Conjuring because, I don't want them spirits coming through the screen. I don't claim that negativity. I don't claim. It's a movie. It can't do anything to you. It can't. It's not The Ring. It's not The Tape. It can't do anything to you. Get out of here. Seriously. Please. I don't understand it, but that goes back to that whole thing, like with journalists pulling the whole thing too. Like they will hype it up. They'll do it. Now, like you said earlier, event, they might get a cut. You wouldn't be surprised. Like you said, you wouldn't be surprised they get a cut from the producers, the directors, or whatever have you marketing. But when you really go out there and you just make up an entire page full of nonsense just to get a click out of people, how much is that click worth? How much is that click really worth?
This happened not too long ago. Bloody Disgusting. One of their Bloody Disgusting. One of their journalists had came out and said that the new Resident Evil series that was on Netflix was better than all the other Resident Evil series. It was scary.
The fuck?
Evil series. And I think to myself, it's not scary.
No,
it's not better. It's
not
just
that good.
bad altogether.
Yeah.
And and they were saying how it could cook up some serious horror aspects for you to settle in and get scared with. And I responded with, how much would you pay for this?
Yeah.
You have to be kidding me that this is supposed to be scary. Or even good. It's not good. It's not good at all.
No.
Then, like I said, it's one of those things where it makes me feel as though you have to understand they're probably doing it because they're either doing a favor for someone or to keep their name out there. There's always a different motive on why they're doing it. Because they end up lying to you when it comes to that. And that's how I felt. No, don't get me wrong. I've seen people who like the Resident Evil, series.
That's fine.
Online. There's some people who liked it. but they're not saying it's the scariest thing they've ever seen or it's going to cook up some scares. No, people are just saying, oh, well, the monsters are cool. That's what people are saying. Monsters are cool. And that's fine. You know? But the rest of it was utter trash. It was completely, like, you literally had a guy put on fake hair and look like Blade trying to shoot everyone. Stop it.
Yeah,
Just
Jesus
stop it.
Christ.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a reason why that show was canceled after one season. But, you know, they say these things, and these articles are never updated. Nothing's ever taken back, you know, to say, okay, maybe I was wrong on this one. You know, never.
Yeah.
You'll never get that. So, it's one of those things that's what makes these journals look bad. It's like, you come to grips with, okay, it's your opinion, but when you start shouting it to the high heavens, now it's more than your opinion. It gets to more than that. You know, this is a perfect movie for you to see. All right, when you're saying perfect, now the expectations are high. That's what you said already. And then when it fails to meet those expectations or it's below par, now you got a problem in your hands, and that hurts your credibility as a journalist.
Allergies, man. Allergies. I don't know if anybody else got that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand your feelings, man.
And there was news on Cowboy Bebop where the woman who played Faye wanted to have a spin-off just for Faye, and I was like, hell no, Faye was the worst person in the series. But yeah.
2 words, fuck off. We're not having. I don't want to hear anything about that. Do you know what? That is the true horror. Is Cowboy Bebop the remake? How shit that fucking thing is. This game, it's left me scars, like emotionally. I can't go back into that. My time is still so lost. But as you were pointing out, that again, all these journalists are going to do that because they want to make money. And they're probably even paid off by these corporations to say, hey, make a nice thing about us, and maybe we'll give you a press release or something, or a press copy of said game, or they might not be able to make business with them in the future. So it's usually that aspect as well, but it's still, you shouldn't be fucking lying and saying this is a great movie or this is great when really it's just average, but they're overhyping it because they want you to watch their thing or whatever.
You know what, and that's a funny thing, because I'm noticing now, it's not even just money anymore. You brought up a good point there when you said, you know, a copy of the game or press release, this, that, and other. It's not even about that anymore. Like the integrity, okay, it's one thing, you know, with money. You're doing this for money, so you're willingly going to do and say anything if there is money on the line. But then you're doing it for something that doesn't even really matter. Like, oh, I get to go see this horrible movie before everybody else does. Good for you. How do you feel about yourself? And the bad thing about it is, this rubs off on success celebrities because, speaking of Cowboy Bebop, when all the hate for that came out, and warranted hate, and all that came out, the actors in the show were getting pissed. They were, oh, you guys just don't appreciate anything. Oh, you didn't like it because you know, what happened to professionalism? Why couldn't we just sit back and go, oh, wow, they really didn't like it. That sucked. Well, at least I still have a job, so why can't, what happened to that? No, I have to get on Twitter and have a back and forth with a bunch of people I probably will never meet because you didn't like my show that I was in. I didn't write the show. I didn't put a screenplay up for it. I was just an actor in it. And I'm going to get up there and defend it vehemently. What?
Well,
No.
that's one thing I have seen as of late. It seems fans of whatever genre jumping on actors for something they have no control over. The recent one I saw was the Jeffrey Dahmer series that just came out on Netflix. Some people were saying that the show shouldn't be made, and that the actors who were in it, they should be ashamed of themselves for taking the role to begin with, and and I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, they should be ashamed of themselves for talking about something that happened in the 90s, right? So So we're talking about something that happened pretty much in the 90s. So you're getting on actors for acting, And they're like, well, you have to think of the victims. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so we should think of the victims. Now, I'm sure that it's jarring for the victims' families. I'm sure it is. However, should we just stop all movies and all shows? Because if you do anything more, yes, because I mean, other shows have murder in there. I'm sure there's victims of that murder. I mean, murder happens all the time. There's victims of that.
I mean, there's a whole show dedicated to specifically, dare I say, special victims. Ding, ding, ding. It's an entire show based on that. Come on now.
I just don't understand where people think that everything, victims. I don't think by their logic it doesn't make any sense. Oh, someone was robbed. Well, guess what? There was a victim when they were robbed. They're not going to stop making shows about people being robbed.
Exactly. And what happened to the idea of, I don't know, maybe the victims just won't watch it? Anybody ever think about that? Maybe the victims just won't. They're doing a story about Ted Bundy. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. And why do you think it's gonna suck? No, I just don't want to see it.
Maybe they made a show about that. I mean, every time it's always something. It's always someone saying that this should not be made. And guess what? You're not going to stop movies from being made. You're not going to. They're going to do whatever they want. I mean, they make movies now that are so cartoony, Fast and Furious. They make them so cartoony.
Hey man, the old top stuff is great, all right?
I'm just saying that the way they go about things is just, they're not going to listen to the public at large. Some people are saying that they want, were the families paid for this? They probably haven't been paid because all this stuff is public record, is it not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So so they don't have to pay them if they don't want to. I just think that people are looking for a reason to be outraged, and there's no outrage. Like you can be I saw earlier, a person was saying that the Jeffrey Dahmer thing. It makes people sick. It makes people sick, and they shouldn't have made it and all. And people shouldn't be romanticizing Jeffrey Dahmer. Now, look, I watched this series, okay?
Okay. Wait. This is not the first show or movie that has been made about Dahmer at all.
No, it's not. But
I guess. I mean, in that same light, shouldn't you say the same thing about Jerry Renner? Mr. Hawkeye himself? Shouldn't you say he should be ashamed of himself? Shouldn't you beat down on him? Because he was one of the first people to play Dahmer.
I don't even think it's just the actors. It's just what they're saying in general about it being romanticized. And I'm thinking to myself, I didn't see any romanticizing of him.
No.
They showed you what happened peek behind the curtain a little bit and give you a little bit more detail of what led the way for him to become who he is. But he's still a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He's still a piece of shit. Like no one's taking that away from him. He's still a piece of shit. He's still a motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't see where they're romanticizing anything because at the end of the day, he's still a piece of shit. No one's trying to say, he was just misunderstood. No one's saying that.
Nope. You know what they did? You know what they have done? They just did a recent documentary on this guy, and they actually gave him a little bit of pull. John Wayne Gacy. They said that he had a horrible upbringing, an abusive father, and then he fell off the swing, hit his head, and that's where everything went wrong. So we should look at everything that John Wayne Gacy did and look back at his horrible dad and that accident that happened. It was just bad. But at the same time, while they're saying that, nobody's looking at Gacy going, he's such a bleeding heart, he's such a great-looking guy, and da-da-da. No, he's a fat slob who dressed up as a clown and buried people under his damn basement. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's getting on Gacy like that. Nobody's getting on these documentaries like that. Why Dahmer?
Why Dahmer? The thing is, Gacy was in the show. Gacy is in the show of Dahmer. They show Gacy commit a murder, and they show Gacy, is killed. They show it. So, I mean, by, the authorities, they show it. So, I mean, and that's part of the show of Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Dahmer looked at what was going on TV while he was in prison, and he saw what happened to John Wayne Gacy, and he was like, you know what? I think I need to be baptized. I need to find God.
Mm-hmm.
And and that's what Jeffrey Dahmer did. So all these things still connect to him. So it gives, like I said, it gives you more of an idea of what's happening in the story, of what's going on. But to say that it's romanticizing or this show shouldn't have been made, it's absolutely ridiculous for people to say that. I'm sure their families feel some sort of way. I'm sure that they should. But the public at large saying that they're gonna be outraged for someone else is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let them speak on their own if they're outraged.
And
I was gonna say, they have their own voices.
plus, none of us don't know that they ain't getting paid from this either. So the victims are probably getting paid from this because otherwise they wouldn't have, gone off the way to do it in the first place. So why are people getting outraged on something that has nothing to do with them in the first place? It's the Special Olympics.
That's a good point that you brought up just now. So who's to say that these producers and stuff did not contact the families and say, hey, is it okay if we do this show based on, I don't know, your dad or your uncle or whatever happened? You don't think that they went to these families and said, would you be offended? Or would this be too much? I'm pretty sure that would have happened. Usually.
Yeah.
And the family's like, okay, as long as you don't include names, as long as you don't do this, and as long as you don't put us in it at all, do what you want to do. Some even I don't even associate myself with that side of the family, so do what you want to do. I don't even consider myself family to them. I don't care. Do what you want to do. Because nobody seems to think like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, we have to stand up for the victims of the families, and we have to stand up for yada. No, you don't. No, you don't.
They can stand on these nuts. Oh. But, so I think do any of you else have any other things you want to talk about journalism that they're all shit and then they all suck?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of it. Let's just go ahead and bring what real journalism used to be. Bring that back. Have someone that is in the know of it. That's all. Stop just giving the pen and paper, the pen and pad to just any old John, Mary, whoever. Just stop. Just stop. I mean, social media that's the only reason it's going around that way is because of social media. Social media is the reason why anybody and everybody can make up an article. I could go write one right now on, I don't know, Resident Evil 2 remake and how it was the worst game of all time, yada, yada, yada. And I bet you, I guarantee you, a bunch of people out of the woodworks will just, oh yeah, it really actually was that bad. Yeah, it was. Knowing good and damn well, I love Resident Evil 2 remake. I absolutely adored it. But I could go out there and make that line up, and it would go. It would fly.
Yeah. And then do anything, Rad?
No, I think you've covered it pretty much. I'm good.
Okay, time for our next subject: social media. Social media.
Too, I guess.
Yeah, good segue. Yeah. Bam, bam. So
that's how we work over here, y'all. That's how we work.
We work really well here, And well, social media we all know that it has a lot of good things that we all can communicate well with each other. We can be able to talk to people in real time because, let's face it, none of us would really be able to do anything in the first place.
Yeah.
None of us would have been able to talk to each other. So it is good in that aspect, but there's so much shit that is ruining it as well with the false accusations or accusations of blank or people looking for likes so if their opinion's right no matter what the case, and there's a lot of issues, so let's go into it. So
okay.
So I guess I'll go first then, because I am the host. Now it's just in general, like we all know that Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, especially Twitter, they love to go out of their way to be victims sometimes, or they will love to attack on other people because they have a different opinion than them, and it's getting quite stupid because, again, back in the day, none of us are told as a young kid that your life is smaller than the world. It really is. So conditioned nowadays that anything we say on Twitter is the gospel. We're all special, which, let's be honest, that's not true. And it is getting worrying because if I was having an argument with a friend, I'm gonna get people coming out my ass because I'm saying mean things to them. So it is unfair when it used to be in social media or even on YouTube. It used to just be us going back and forth. It was never fans getting involved in our business in that sense, which it's getting pathetic to be honest, and especially with Twitch, how they're allowing people to sexualize as fuck on a thing when it's not really a good idea, especially when you put hand minors on there and so on and so forth. Then you got YouTube with their policies, and they're fucking you in front of you, not fucking you behind. It gets daunting as it's also stressful at times as well. So
my thing with that with Twitch and that behavior. So I've noticed. I mean, that's not that I've noticed. I know a bunch of kids are on there, and here's my thing. Twitch does this whole like guideline situation and what you can play. A lot of times we have to refer back to the said guideline to make sure the game that we want to play is okay by their standards. But we make one wrong mistake, one little slip up, we're in severe trouble, right?
Yeah.
But you have an entire, okay, I'm going to be playing Fortnite. And next thing you know, Fortnite's starting up, the kids are tuning in and want to watch it, and yada, yada, yada. And they start to see something that maybe children should not see. And what happens with that? Oh, that person gets a slap on the wrist and you're back up in a month. Or a week even. A week. And you get back on there and do it again. So my thing is, with Twitch in that regard, what is wrong? Like, there's a screw, like a wire touching somewhere? Like two wires that shouldn't be touching? Is that what's going on? Because that's the ones you should be trying to rid, and especially because, look at it like this. Like I mentioned Fortnite. They intentionally post these types or stream these types of games that they know children watch. They know children watch and do these horrendous acts. Not horrendous in the sense of like those types of things, but to a child, yes, that's horrendous. You mean to tell me y'all are not monitoring that? Y'all are not looking at that going?
Let's get something straight. Every company, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or whatever, they have their biases, they have their favorites. All right? There's politics still played.
Yeah.
Now, about what you're saying, I do agree. However, you have to look at it from their end, and their end is money. Because that's what brings in reviews. It's not someone playing Fortnite all the time, because everybody and their mom has Fortnite. So it's not just Fortnite. It's whatever. You have women who show their breasts. You have women who are literally having sex on camera now.
Exactly.
Like, these are things that they're not going to really monitor because, let's be honest here, got some horny ass guys out there. And that's what brings out everything. And Twitch, as long as they keep those people and that cash flow generator, those people online and keep watching whatever said video or said stream, I should say, and knowing that it can also go into a company that you can keep getting money off of that and generating no matter what it is, I keep thinking to myself, why is Twitch what it is? You might as well just, and some people say that, women who are having sex on camera, why don't we just go to Pornhub? Because it's too much competition. That's why. Alright? It's too much competition for those women having sex on camera on Twitch. Because they can't measure up to your porn star. They can't measure up to that. So they're on Twitch, they know they can get a base. I can sit here and look like I'm playing games, which I'm not doing, and having sex on camera.
Yeah.
And the girl had sex on camera and didn't realize that the reflection in the window gave her away.
Exactly.
Like, come on. Like, if you're going to do this, at least be smart about it. But I mean, it's one of those things where you keep seeing, and you want Twitch to clean it up, but Twitch is not going to clean it up because of these issues. Not too long ago, Twitch just unbanned a person who had sent a personal death threat to Twitch. Not too long ago. They were unbanned. They were supposed to get a permaban. And Twitch unbanned them not too long ago for the tweet that they had said that they hoped that Twitch, it was something along the lines of shooting employees up there or something, and they were banned. I think they were banned for like 6 months, and then they let them back in. So
yes,
we can go as far back as the girl who was abusing her dog on camera.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like these things are happening, but those are the things that generate clicks and generate. Oh, you gotta see this. You gotta see this, and that's what it is. I mean, not too long ago, we saw was it the shooter who used Twitch to he live streamed his shooting, the kills. We saw that not too long ago, and Twitch was slow to that. You know what I mean? It's the attention, the clicks. Our Twitch didn't know what was going on, which they should have been. They should have known what was going on. They weren't doing their job at the time.
Yeah, go on.
No, I won't say that. No, I won't say that because you know what happened. Facebook had the same problem not too long ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Facebook had the same problem.
Like you gotta know how many people are live streaming at a time, and it's difficult to find out who's doing what at said time, and there's probably not enough staff for them to monitor everything.
You need to hire more employees then.
Yeah, you'd have to, because if you
don't they have a generated bot that does something like that? Now, I guarantee you, if I play music for a full amount of time, like you was just saying, if I play music for a full amount of time, they will come for me.
They'll DM you when you're banned for like a week or a day just because you fucking made music. But
they can catch you playing music, but they can't catch this dude shooting up people. Nah.
Yeah.
And my thing is this: you would think that they would be really on guard with that, especially after what happened over at Google years ago. When that person went in and said, you know what, I'm sick of YouTube, I'm sick of Google, I'm gonna go lay some people down. You think Twitch would be like, as soon as they get an idea of a death threat or anything of that nature, oh no, we have to take that seriously. You would think that, right? You would think that.
People have short-term memory. That's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, we're in an age where we absorb so much news that something horrific could happen right now, and then by today we've lost all about that because of the fact that something else bad has happened the next day, so we forgot about that already.
That's true.
Would you say that's a fault with social media in a sense, because we are so conditioned to this is bad, then next news this is bad, and then oh no my god, no, this is even worse than bad, and then you forget the next worst is always coming along all the time. So
I think it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Social media is a gift and a curse. I think you can find some of the most fascinating people on there. I think you can find if you're looking to make something or something like that, you can find someone from said hobby who can walk you through it. Anything that you look for, you can find someone to walk you through it. I think absorbing information is a great thing. I just think that a lot of us use it badly. We don't use it for intentional purposes. And I see it every day on my timeline. I see it and I'm just like, come on.
I've said it before, and I'm probably going to say it again. And it may sound like, oh, you're just trying to lock people out, or you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. It's not as bad as someone trying to go get a gun in the U.S., but yes, I think in some way, shape, or form, you should do some type of check on certain people. You know, you should do a check like, oh, it's open for everyone, but you have a history of like taping up babies or posting pictures of your entire gun collection, and then next thing you know, you're the guy that went and shot up at Walmart.
But you know what? Then they would say, oh, they're watching us. Big Brother is watching us. That's the first
exactly.
That's the first thing they go to.
The globalists are after us. It's all conspiracy. It's true. It's like, bro, like, calm down. Like, I can understand that we're in that argument, but one piece of advice can I give to all of you? If you're working, don't post that you're on a fucking holiday and you're going on sick. That's on you as a person being stupid. That's the people. I got no sympathy for anyone who's showing input, but like guns or anything like that. That's on you. You can't blame Big Brother on that. You're the ones snitching on yourself.
These are the same people who, once they get fired from their job because they've been out here posting this stuff, now they want to cuss out the job. Now it's the job's fault. Now it's the job's fault. No. You were the smart guy and decided to go out there and post these pictures like your employment would not find it. Come on now. Your page is public. You know what public means, right? Everybody can see it. So yeah, and if you look at it in certain job applications and stuff now, they'll even ask for your Facebook page or your whatever have you. They'll ask, do you have one? What is it? Because they're going to monitor you. They're going to make sure that, oh, okay, we're going to give you a chance, we're going to hire you. Don't do anything stupid. And just
that's because if they hire you, you represent them. You're
Exactly.
representative of what they're about. So, and I see this a lot with people online where they don't understand that idea. They think that freedom of speech is alright. I think to myself, you understand that you're on someone's company's website, their server. It's not freedom of speech. They can take away your Twitter handle anytime they want. They can take that shit away. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's the same thing with YouTube. It's the same thing with Twitch. You see people get caught with bullshit reasons why they've been banned, and while others get away with murder. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
I told you I wasn't banned. I don't know what you mean, then. I think I got banned. What are you talking about? I didn't do anything. I'm a Christian. I'm a good boy.
They'll come for you if they want to. You know
they fucking did. Oh, sorry, I wrong person. Sorry, I already had someone come after me. It's okay.
They will come for you if they want to. If you piss off the company enough, they will come for you. If enough people complain about you, they will look into you.
Yeah.
Some of the things, and I have to say, some of the things that people want them to do things to you. It's not even wanted to get banned for. It's not you had a difference of opinion on something. Okay, well let's get all my people to dogpile on them because they had a difference of opinion. Okay, we're all going to mass report them so that that Twitch or Twitter or you know what I mean or YouTube sees it and then they get rid of it. I've seen this. I've been in the end of this plenty of times and it's never stuck. You know what I mean? But you have to understand though, these things when they do look into you and they do something, you were guilty before you were innocent because YouTube is a big offender of this. You can have someone false claim your stuff, and then YouTube will take it down and then say, "All right, now prove to me it's yours."
That's mine.
And then well, just saying it is yours isn't enough.
And that's one of the craziest things. And I'm so glad it has not happened. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. When you have your own music that you composed, written, whatever have you, and somebody from FMV Studio 95 has copyright claimed 2 minutes and 19 seconds of the song, and it's like, okay, YouTube will literally side with FMV 96 and be like, yeah, well, you need to prove that this is actually yours. Huh? I wrote it. This is not even a real studio. This is not even anything real. What are you talking about? I gotta prove on my own thing, something I came up with against somebody that does not exist. How does that even work? How? But you don't see them going after the sheer amount of plagiarism that goes on, and be it Twitter, be it Reddit, be it YouTube. You don't see them going after them like that.
Well, now that you said that, you know what people are going to defer to now that you said that. You can't use whataboutisms. You can't use it. That's what they're going to say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of locked into what you can say. They put you in a box. What you can say and what you can't say. And that's not enough. So it goes to show you that you're really at the mercy of these services. If you really want to beat them, pretty much don't join them. That's what it is.
Yeah. Well,
it's the reverse of the age-old adage. Yeah.
Damn as you do, damn as you don't. But I'll say this to YouTube: go fuck yourself, you fucking pussies. Oh, sorry, I don't get a bang. Sorry. I don't get a bang. We're cool. Yeah, we're cool. It's, as you all said, it is a double standard when it comes to copyright, even in general, because they're supposed to allow you to lose like 30 seconds of said music uninterrupted, but they're allowed to copyright strike you, and WWE are the biggest offenders of this. If you lose even 10 seconds of this stuff, they get you. And this is illegal. They can't do that. Even though they own the footage, they shouldn't be doing that as long as you're uninterrupted in something. So it's wrong. And
that's not. Listen, they don't do that because what they'll do is they'll say we own that, and if they don't take it down, they'll monetize it on your end so that they get the money. So
Yeah.
you're pretty much giving them, so you're giving them free advertisement. That's what you're doing.
Yeah, it's sad. This is why I'm not having any news on this fucking podcast because fuck that shit. It's not worth it. And plus, to be fair, I'd rather do this podcast somewhere else, making my own website or something. But hey, guys, I need to give me money. Okay, give me some money. Go fund me. Pay for my bills. Do all that shit for me. Okay, guys, I need the money. Oh, and that's one thing I also hate on social media is the fucking e-begging. It's the most annoying shit. Like, people are e-begging, oh, I need a new van. Or I need money because taxes and shit. Will you fucking pay for it, prick? I don't hear it.
Exactly. I saw someone's past stream on YouTube, and they came from Twitch, and one of like the little moderating things said, "Hey, you wonder why I don't pay my mods?" Easy. They could go out and go get a real job, but go support them and then go ahead and support me while you're at it. Wait, okay, you just said you wonder why I don't pay my moderators so that they can do it themselves because they can go get a real job. But pay me though. Huh?
Yeah,
wait, what?
Yeah, nah. You should if it's out the realms of like 8 hour days, then yeah, they should be paid. I think that's unfair to them. But if it's like an hour or two, then yeah, you shouldn't be asking for free money. Because you're only there for a couple of hours.
I don't even just the aspect of like, this one kills me. This one kills me. Oh man, so you guys, if you enjoyed this first episode of this, I need to see those likes. I need to see, I don't know, let's say 400,000 likes. Well, by 400,000 likes, YouTube is going to look at you and be like, okay, you deserve a little bit more change right about now. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. So I said this to myself when I saw this happen. I was like, wait a minute. If people genuinely enjoy watching your video and wants to see another episode, it shouldn't be that you have to wait on them to say, yeah, I want to see another episode. If you want to do another episode of whatever game you're playing or whatever it is that you're doing, do it. Give a damn what you do. If you want to do it, you do it. That's the problem with social media. You have to rely. You put the soul, proverbial eggs in one basket. You think that all these people, they're the ones that control what you do. You just gave up your own will to the masses. You don't even think for yourself anymore. You don't. I have to make sure, if I'm going to do this next video, 100,000 people have to like it. Why don't you just do it yourself if you like it? If you enjoy the game, why don't you want to keep playing? Hell, when I was making videos and I was streaming, I was doing it because I wanted to. I went, oh man, this new horror game just came out. I know I'm about to have a blast. You know what? This would be fun to stream. Right there. This would be fun to stream. Not, oh man, I bet the fans will love to see this. No. It would be fun. And if they do enjoy it, cool. If not, oh well. I had fun. But that's gone now. Thanks to social media, that's gone.
That pretty much nails in the head, to be honest. The entire thing is that it is boring. Like, if we're debating, I don't know, any Joe Schmo about any fighting sport, you're hitting a needleworm, and we're not even talking about government shit. When it comes to politics, it is the most. It's not even worth discussing. It's fucking bad. It's disgusting. Like, people go way too far, and it's all about political opinions. Like, bruh, no one cares. It's politics, man. You shouldn't really be bringing that on Twitter anyway. And would you feel?
There's two things. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, would you guys maybe in the future because we all know that there's a worse upon with harassment and people allowed to get away with making threats or this and that. Would you want social media to be able to get your personal information and it's posted on those social media websites to be able to conduct you? So if you do say something bad, or you say something wrong, or you do something illegal, that they can then find you easier, so it is easier to police.
Would I be for it?
Yeah, or against it.
Well, it doesn't matter to me because I don't do anything stupid.
Well, I mean,
there's some people out there who
yeah,
do need to be checked. No, there's some people who do need to be checked out.
Yeah.
However, I will say this, and this is something that Twitter it would throw a wrench in their gears really quickly. All right.
yeah,
If people have to put their personal information or give Twitter their personal information, then everybody should be checkmarked.
yeah,
See,
Yeah.
Twitter is a place where it's nothing but status quo and it's nothing about popularity. There's a reason people are checkmarked. They are supposed to be above everyone. If everyone had a checkmark, then the checkmark means nothing anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. You would be on the same level as your celebrities, you'd be the same level as your musicians and such, your comedians or whatever. And that doesn't sit well with Twitter. There is a hierarchy. There is. Whether people like it or not, there's a hierarchy, and this is what keeps them going. Now, of course, if you get into groups, then that also gives you a chance to be part of that hierarchy. Therefore, i.e., Black Twitter. You get what I'm saying? Like there's certain groups, then you get recognized by said group, and you can go trending that way. But if you're not in those said groups and you're just by yourself doing it, they may, depending on what you say, they can strike you out with low engagement. They have these things. We just saw not too long ago, a whistleblower came out on Twitter and said, look, this is what they're doing, and they, if they wanted to just take your account, like I said earlier, if you want to just take your account, they could take it and take it over if they want to, because the people that are working there have every ability to do so. They can stop your, I'm telling you, they can shadow ban you, they can, stop your engagement, they can do a number of things if they don't like you. But I feel if they're doing all of that to you, there's partially you're doing something right. Partially, I'll say that. I mean, God forbid you say something horrible on there, but I mean, there's partially if you're speaking enough truth, people won't get pissed off at you for speaking truth because everyone says they like the truth until it's time to tell them the truth, and then they don't like it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any truth about me. I'm a piece of shit and all that shit. Don't do that to me.
But that's what people don't like to hear. You can read somebody real quick on Twitter, and they'll get offended in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? It's like, you or block you in a heartbeat.
It's because people don't want real. They just want to be pretending that they'll like virtual signaling and they're all holy. But really, no, you're just a piece of shit who's harassing another person because they are saying something you do not like, or vice versa, if you're a piece of shit and you should be called out for being a piece of shit. It's not anything personal, it's like improvement. Again, good friends will tell you the truth. They ain't gonna go, yes man, you're so cool. No, if you're being a prick, then you're being a prick. You gotta be told that.
Yeah.
You need to be told.
Regardless of what you're going to get called out, you're going to go. Yeah. You're going to get called out. Yeah. It's just sad enough to the point where if you do call someone out, now you are the bad guy. Now why would you attack them? Why would you come at them like that? Da 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 da. Come on now. This person literally is out here talking about slapping a child because the child just talks too much. And you say, hey, you don't do that. That's not cool. Now this person, just because of their name alone, you are now the target. Leave them alone, yada. It makes no sense.
I say what I feel. I don't care what gets off.
Wow.
I don't care how many fans they got. I don't care.
Cheers to that. And that same thing happened with Wesley Snipes. And it was an honest opinion and criticism on a movie he did. It's like, why would you yourself allow yourself to be a part of this? And it's a mess. And yada. It wasn't anything like, oh, you this, that, and other. I was not coming at this character in any way, shape, or form other than saying, why would you subject yourself to this? That was a horrible idea. Why would you do it? Gone just like that. Like, wow, really? I can't even tell you how I feel about this particular movie that you had. Really? Seriously? Oh, man.
He's like that. Yeah, I've never been blocked by him, but I've seen other people that I follow get blocked by him for less. You know what I mean? Like, he does that for some reason. He said once that negativity, he doesn't want any negativity towards him. And I'm thinking to myself, well, criticism doesn't always mean negativity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And without criticism, everybody would think they're so great.
Yeah.
Everyone would be, you know what I mean? So it's like, in the real world, no one acts like that. You know, there's criticism. No one's going to stand for that. There's always going to be criticism no matter who you are or what you do. The thing is, you can't let it break you. And that's all that matters. Don't let it break you. The same people that'll probably, there's a difference between criticism and hate. And when someone says they're looking forward to your downfall, I'm like, well, still standing here. Well, you can be waiting for a long time. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? To me, it doesn't matter. My downfall, it's never coming. It's never coming. And I hate to use the word never, but it's never coming. I mean, oh, well, he stopped doing videos. That's not my downfall,
though. Is that you're busy and you want to have fun?
That's just stop doing videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, and people they you know, they misunderstand that. They think that your online presence means everything. And for me, it don't mean everything.
No, not at all.
So when people get on me all the time about how people don't retweet or like or talk to me, you know, on Twitter, and I'm like, so what? People have, you know, people got lives too. You know what I mean? Like, or talking to someone else. That's what they feel. That's their right. I can't get mad at them for that. You know? Like, come on.
It's so weird. It's like that loss of self. You know what? By the way, I have a song called "A Loss of Self in Distance." But anyway, no, it's the literal loss of self. Like, you had nothing left of you. You are solely. I don't know. Like, it's like social media itself found a way to become sentient and mutate people into. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the movie Await Further Instructions. And I mean, I'll summarize it really fast. Basically, people on holiday, they get trapped in their houses, and a TV signal tells them what to do, and they start to follow it. If that's not what's going on now, I don't know what is. I mean, of course, it's not some weird tickly thing doing it, but damn it might as well be. You know what I mean? Like, these people follow and fall on every women's word of what social media and Facebook and Twitch and Twitter and yada yada, Instagram. That's the one thing that gets me. Instagram determines your worth. What? Instagram determines your worth? Seriously? What?
Well, I think that comes from vanity. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's vanity. Yeah. That's people taking 1,000 selfies and hoping that they get their numbers up. You know, the higher the number, the more love they feel. That's vanity, complete vanity.
Yep. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like I said, it's basically a wait further instructions. It makes no sense. I literally have to listen to whatever this thing, this eldritch YouTube blah blah blah. If I don't have the numbers, the YouTube gods won't hear me, and then they won't pay me, and then I won't be what I am now, and I'll be nothing. And I've seen it before. I've seen so many people comment and go, I guess I might as well quit because I need to quit everything because I only had 2 people in the stream and I only had this, so that means I'm not worth anything. You let the fact that 2 people only came to your stream decide whether you're worth existing at all.
You know,
really?
I look at numbers differently. I look at, like, people will tell me, well, you don't have 1 million followers or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, can you stuff 1 million followers in your room?
Exactly.
No. You can't.
Would you want to?
No. Like, and that's the thing. They can say, oh, let's just say, number.
Yeah.
You have 20 people watching your stream. 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you know how hard it is to get 20 people to watch you in your room? You know how many people have to be stuffed up against the wall and standing while you play? You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. So, to me, 20 is a big number. You know, they're saying, well, around the world. I'm not looking at around the world. I'm looking at exactly who can fit in my living room.
Exactly.
That's as far as I go. I'm not looking out to the world. Like, no.
At the time, I'm like, I don't even think about the entirety of the world or the rest of the world watching me. That's when it becomes almost egotistical. The entire world has to watch me. What? Do you really want that many eyes on you? Seriously? Do you really want that many eyes on you? No one does. I can guarantee you, unless you are a touring performer of any sort, do you really want that many eyes on you? If you're just sitting up playing Five Nights at Freddy's, do you really want that many eyes looking at you click a button for the next 4 hours? Really? Better question. Do you absolutely think that many eyes would stick around for 4 hours to watch you click a button?
No.
Come on now. It's got to be more real than that. It's got to get more real than that. People have to get out of this whole thing, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just how the world is, and sadly, like I can understand being hungry and all that stuff. That you want to be better, you want to be the best, and all that stuff. Because I thrive on that. I have to want to step up to be a better worker or be a better supervisor, which I'm currently doing. I always look at different things I can do better, but that's good human emotions you should have. But when you're looking at numbers and stuff, that's not something that you should be concerning yourself about. You should be improving yourself as a person, or improving yourself as a friend, or as a lover, or whatever you want to do. Be better for you, not better for anyone else.
Yeah.
That's usually the best advice I can give.
If it does something for you, if you decide to do this, whatever it is that you want to do, and you feel better about doing it, like as soon as you're done, I don't know, streaming something, or maybe uploading a song, or a video, or whatever have you, and you're like, I feel like I did some work today. I'm about to go out and do some more. And you start to feel better, you start to feel good, you feel like you've accomplished something, by all means, go ahead and do it. But the minute that you fall into, all right, I've done it, I hope everybody likes it. You can hope everybody likes it, but if that was your main focus, you failed right there. You've already failed.
Yeah. You have to please yourself. This is another thing that I've noticed, especially on Twitch and YouTube. Again, we talk about Fortnite. One person will get really good at Fortnite, and they'll have a lot of eyes on them. Then all of a sudden, the next day, everyone's playing Fortnite because they want the eyes on them as well. It's one of those things where it's like they're not playing games to please themselves. They're playing games to please others. And I've seen it on Twitter where people are saying, well, I want to play something I want, and I'm tired of playing for what the fans want me to play. But I'm going to keep playing what the fans want me to play. And I would say, why? If it's not making you happy, why are you doing it? The fans also have to know that you have to have a break in what you want to play. First off, you should want to play what you want to play anyway. You shouldn't be following the trend. You should want to play what you want to play. No matter how obscure the game is, or how niche the game is, you play what you want to play. You do not let other people dictate or numbers dictate, because that's all you're looking at is numbers. Because look, you got 4,000 people watching. You are not talking to 4,000 people, okay?
Yeah.
It's not happening. You know what I mean? You'd be lucky to even talk to all 20 people, you know what I mean? So as far as I'm concerned, it's one of those things where you're looking at a number and saying, I'm hoping I get those numbers. And I'm thinking, why? Why? Oh, I want to make a living doing this. Well, number one, there's only a top 1% that can make a living doing it, all right?
Yeah.
And that's if they're, again, you were talking about the gods. The YouTube gods, the Twitch gods, you're hoping to catch fire. Okay, you're a god. Okay. But you're hoping to catch fire, and it doesn't happen. Now your world is shattered, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be your go-to. Streaming. I keep telling people, don't put your eggs all in one basket. Because if it doesn't work out for you, at least you have something to fall back on. It's just like they used to say to us about school. You can go for said career, say, let's say you want to be a basketball player or a football player or whatever. You may not make it. You need to have education to fall back on.
Yeah.
Really?
It's the same thing here. You may want to be a streamer, but you need something to fall back on if this doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. And I see so many people. Where they peer pressure others or Twitch themselves or YouTube themselves will peer pressure you to go, do this because your other fellow streamer is doing this, or your fellow YouTuber is doing this, or this, that, and other, blah, 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 blah. Now you're pressured into doing it, and guess what? That person just got banned because they played the wrong game. Now they have lost everything. Now what about you? Now you want to do it, but you run the risk of ending up just like who you were looking up to, who the same ones was like, hey, you know what? This person just really was like, if I can do it, then you can do it. If I can make it, then you can make it. No, No, because at any given time, this thing could implode on itself, which is about to happen very soon. Twitch, look at it. Twitch is falling apart. At the seam, it may not seem like it on the outside, but Twitch is imploding on itself right now as we speak. YouTube, we already know that's falling apart. Before you know it, everybody is like, oh yeah, I don't have to get a job. I don't have anything to worry about. I'm just fine. Rugs pulled right from under your feet. There you go. Now what you got? Well, I used to be a manager at a pizza spot. Does that pizza spot still have a managerial position open? No. Ooh. Ouch. What you gonna do now? I have enough that'll last me for about 2 years. What happens after that 2 years is over? There won't be another Twitch. There won't be another YouTube. There won't be another Instagram. You could be an influencer. Get out of here.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the time. I forgot his name, but about Call of Duty. A guy was he was playing Call of Duty. There were Let's Plays before there were streaming. There were Let's Plays, and he was playing Call of Duty, and the numbers were down. And he said he chose to play Call of Duty money-wise to keep investing in Call of Duty and to feed his children. And I just lost it. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
And he was like, the numbers will be back up once the new Call of Duty comes out. Yeah, that's not till 6 months from now. You're not going to feed your child or take care of your family until the next Call of Duty comes out. Those type of people need help. They need help. And like I said, and those are the type of people that rely so much on numbers. And it ain't that serious, to be honest. It's not that serious.
It really is not. That's a damn shame. I have to wait until the next game comes out. Oh, we're not even talking about delays. We're not even talking about delays. You're waiting on that 6 months. 6 months will turn to a year. A year in 6 months. Come on now. You serious?
Yeah. It's... You should never rely on something that's niche anyway to begin with, because you're working on a niche within a niche within a niche within another niche. Especially Call of Duty, it will last you about a week and then the next trend's gonna come over. It's just like the whole feature was shit, and it's again popular now, but in the next 2 years I'm guessing there'll be AI tubers with fucking big breasts with fucking dumb opinions. Then there'll be robot tubers, and then again for who's conspiracy, and it's over. And I think we pretty much cut this into a point where it's just shit. It's difficult to. There's a lot of good. Well, there's some good, but there's a lot of worse things. Like there's no true competitor anymore, sadly, and we all should agree that MySpace was our only hope, and we all betrayed them. Poor Tom.
Oh man, don't get me started on MySpace back then, especially for a musician.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I'll say this, the last thing I'm going to speak on as far as social media is the idea of all the glitz and glamour. When all of that is peeled away and the empty void of nothingness appears, what are people going to do? Or are they going to lose their minds? Or is it going to become the Great Depression and people are going to start jumping out of windows? Like, what's going to happen? Because it's going to eventually be pulled away. All of the beauty and all the, look at this guy who gets 10 million views every day, he uploads and yada, yada, yada. What happens when that all goes away? You know, because eventually YouTube, Twitch, whatever have you, is going to find a self-sustaining way of supporting its own monster, if you will, and then there'll be no use for you. They won't need you to stream 24 hours a day. They won't need that. They'll find a way. It's going to happen. Like you mentioned, we already got, what are they called, the AI streamers or whatever they're called. We already got that. How long before there is no need at all for anything? Twitch and YouTube can just do it themselves. I mean, YouTube's already become a network. It's already become the basic network. And, I mean, before you know it, the whole YouTube, what is it, YouTube Red or YouTube Premium, whatever they call that crap now, that's going to be the standard. You won't be able to use YouTube anymore unless you have that Premium or that YouTube Red. You won't be able to do that anymore unless you have those. You won't be able to watch just your favorite YouTuber or whatever without that. And then what are you going to do? Then those people are going to get the chat because, well, I really want to watch this YouTuber, but I have to sign up for a premium subscription. And then after a while, YouTuber's going to realize, we don't need you. to upload anything because of our premium subscription. It's already pulling in enough money just for people to watch you. And we don't need you. We already got enough now. We'll move on to the next. It's going to be over before you know it.
Yeah. Event, do you have anything to finish up? Just asking.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna go into our horror segment. We'll have watched the Halloween trailer, correct?
Yes.
Did any of you come after that trailer? Because that fucking thing was great. Damn it! I was only one. God damn it! God damn it!
All I know is there better be a showdown of butcher's blades.
Yeah, that better be. Yeah.
Man.
I think there will be.
Wait for it.
Yeah, I think there will be.
Oh god, it has to be. It has to be. Final showdown, it has to be. Butcher's knife versus butcher's knife.
If she wins, she has to kill him with his own knife.
Yeah.
Yep. And I mean, he loved that. He really loved that knife, don't he? Because he had that bad fella under a rock in the sewer for how long? No, this is mine. I've been using this for years. All rusted and stuff. Like, Mike, yo, chill. Like, don't get to a new one.
I'm kind of upset that he killed her daughter because I really thought that she was stabbed a lot.
Yeah.
I thought she was stabbed a lot and that she would make it through. But no, that's not the case. And now they're fast forwarding 4 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, how are they going to pull this off? So they didn't find him at all. The cops did not find him at all in the entire neighborhood that they are supposed to know like the back of their hand. Which to me is like, come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's unrealistic as well. Because again,
it's going to be unrealistic. I mean, the guy's taking so much damage and he only gets stronger every time he takes damage.
It's insane.
So I mean, I just didn't like the fact that they couldn't find him. I didn't like the fact that it jumps 4 years later, that time jump. I thought that would still happen in the same night.
I feel it's because they are really trying to make, they've already retconned the original canon so far anyway. They're trying to make him the embodiment of evil, the shape. They're really trying to let you know that this dude ain't normal. Like, this is not a guy. This is something else. Yeah, you know? So, I mean, that kind of makes sense in that regard, but for everybody out there that was stomping him out, you mean to tell me, how did y'all let him get away? Did he just get up and slaughter all of y'all and then bounce? I mean, really.
No one can shoot straight. No one can shoot straight.
Yeah. Help me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where he's going. I saw all those people was like, he still has an advantage. He still has an advantage, no matter how many people are there. He's got an advantage. So I mean, you're telling people who just had it, but you know what? Here's the thing: for all the people that were upset in the hospital in Halloween Kills. You only had about, 10 of them fight him?
Yeah.
If you'd have had the entire community just rush him, there's nothing he can do. There's nothing he can do. But they didn't talk. They was all talk and didn't do anything.
I don't care how strong he is, I don't care how crazy he is. You can't handle that many people at once. You cannot. You just take that L and be done with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They were all talk. Everyone wanted something done, but they didn't show up to do anything.
That's just that little.
That was kind of the drawback for me. That was the drawback for me with Kills. Like when I watched it, I was like, I didn't like the hospital scene as it was because of all that. But let's see where they go from here. And then only 10 showed up, and I was like, what?
Well, you lost.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm excited for how it is. I am.
So am I. I want to see how it ends. I'm just hoping, something tells me the way it's going to end is not going to satisfy anyone. I have faith that they'll do it, but there's another part of me that says this is going to go down as one of those things. Either they're going to do it absolutely great, or they're just going to drop the ball completely.
I really hope they don't drop the ball. I really hope they don't.
I hope they don't either. I'm looking forward to this, and I'm hoping that it's going to be a good end to a trilogy. I'm really hoping they are.
This should be it. No more Mike, no more Corey. And a lot of people are like, I don't know.
Mike's not going away. I mean, the franchise has made too much money for it to go away. So even if, let's say, Laurie kills him in this, that doesn't mean they can't start up a new trilogy. You know what I mean? With him still alive. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hold on one second.
Okay. Well, those horrors. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm extremely excited to find out what really happens in the end, because like who's actually really gonna win? Is it gonna be Myers or is it gonna be the what's her name, Sarah?
Laurie.
Yeah, Larry. Sorry. Like who's really gonna kind of win?
A perfect ending would probably be if they both killed each other.
Yeah, that's likely to happen. Yeah.
Yeah,
because
that's what I'm looking at.
Would satisfy both audiences.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And a lot of people are like, "Oh, Lori better not die. Lori better not die." Why not? It's over. This is
Not the first time she died.
Exactly. Exactly. What was it? Halloween Resurrection, I believe it was. She at the very beginning.
Yep.
Come on. So this would not be it. And I feel like in a way, Jamie Lee Curtis is like, you know what? This is the end of Lori's tale. This is it. This is how she goes out. And I'm okay with that. You've done your job enough, Lori.
Yeah, she has. She's been a staple for a lot of years, so I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I would hate to see. I didn't like when she died in Resurrection. That was me. I didn't like the way she died in it. But, I mean, maybe they can give her a warrior's death in this one if she dies.
Yeah, Well, I think didn't she say that she if he's gonna die, she has to as well, or something like that in the trailer. I think.
She said. She said it'll probably end with me dying.
So I think there's definitely hinting like, though this is the last movie, which I'm for, but I don't know. I'm kind of gonna miss Michael Myers movies, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna miss it. A part of him is so special, you know. Though minus the murders, but still, I'm gonna miss him, to be honest.
Well, he's the shape. He won't be going anywhere. I mean, he's forever.
Yeah.
He's forever.
Yeah.
He's too big of a franchise to die off. They'll just make a new trilogy if worse comes to worse.
Yeah.
It'll be Michael.
Generation.
Yeah.
I mean, some people have had their shot at it. I mean, Rob Zombie had his shot at it. You know what I mean? Other directors had their shot at it. Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. I mean, yeah. But, I mean, they did what they could with this one, and they did a great job as far as I'm concerned. And like I said, I have faith they'll do it right. So
send us off on a good note.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Jason's turn.
See.
Yeah.
I would like to see Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers at some point. At least
I've been wanting that for years.
Because those two.
Well, I don't know. Do y'all follow them on Twitter? Because,
yeah, Michael Myers is hilarious.
Okay, yeah, because they're all like best friends and they play like a buddy cop type thing. Yeah. I would see their movie sort of going like that as opposed to each other. So
I would enjoy every second of it.
You know what? We actually need a comedy with all the characters just fucking terrorizing people in Halloween. It's just them in the fucking circus, just doing all the stupid shit, and then there's all people on the floor dead. Like something like that, I would be for, because fucking Christ. But yeah, it would be great to see some firsts again. Because the failed one was the Alien vs Predator. Let's be real, that one wasn't that good. Actually, even Freddy versus Jason wasn't that good either, to be honest. They tried.
Okay.
Like at times it just was boring, like not boring, but they tried a little too much at times, and they trying to humanize Jason. It's like, but he's not a good person.
There was a lot of comedy in it. There was a lot of comedy from Freddy's end, and even on Jason's end, there was some comedy.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I liked it. I mean, it has a cult following.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't hate the movie. It was just that, like, why are you trying to humanize him? You know what I mean? Like, I get the comedy aspect, but
there had to be a good guy and a bad guy. They had someone had to be the protagonist. So
well, to be fair, Freddy is worse than Jason in terms of being a prick, so it makes sense to put Jason somewhat good. But I thought actually, yeah, it was not that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Just let you know, I gotta go in 10 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to add anything to your next segment, Kay? Very briefly.
Everybody go watch Hellraiser. New one's coming out. Go watch it. Please go watch it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for me. Also, look at Resident Evil Villages in the Shadows on that difficulty. That's how you do horror. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it that way. Do it that way. But there's that. We can do more later, but that's about it for me right now.
Well, I guess we're pretty much at the end of the show because Ben has to go in 10 minutes. So, I'm just talking. It's been a fun show actually. To be honest, it's been more informative than I thought we would really go into. So I'm glad I got two good people who are carrying a show on their backs because I can't do it myself because apparently I'm not that good. No, I'm not that good. But yeah,
you're fine.
You're
fine.
I've been doing well. But yeah, anything you want to say, guys, before we head out?
Play Stray.
Let's play Stray. For me, I'm gonna go suffer a little bit for some more Resident Evil. I'm gonna go play in complete hardcore mode of Resident Evil 3, even though that was not that great. I'm gonna go suffer there for a while. But yeah, enjoy October, everybody. This is gonna be a packed month. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Halloween Ends comes out, October 14th? Yeah.
Yep. And then you got Hellraiser, you got Chucky Season 2.
Yeah, that's October, 5th?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4th or 5th, I think it's 5th.
Yeah. And if you're a weeb, fucking God help you if you're a shonen fan, because fuck me. Why?
Oh yeah, so much anime.
It's so much anime. It's like all October is Halloween. It's like fucking Christ, man. You're sending me into a nightmare just to begin with, all these fucking things, man. And then you got football, wrestling, if you're into all that, and it's rip. But
I was gonna say, for wrestling fans, you got Extreme Rules on the 8th.
Yeah, some Extreme Rules as well. God fucking damn it. But yeah.
It's interesting because AEW's in Philadelphia tonight, and Extreme Rules is in Philadelphia when it's done. Yeah. Interesting.
Yes, it's sad.
It's interesting.
It is sad.
Are you going to the Philly show?
No, I got stuff to do.
Wow.
I can't. I got stuff to do, dude. I'll watch it on TV.
I get you. Well, picture in picture.
Yeah, picture.
Yeah.
Picture in picture.
God damn it. But yeah, I got nothing. Well, I got something to recommend. Go and enjoy yourselves. Have a good Halloween, because we'll be back with a spectacular horror series, sorry. Oh, not horror series, our themed episode. God damn it, Ben. Fucking production. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you on the next episode, and we hope you all have a good rest of the week, and don't drink and drive.
Yes. Please don't. Why do we even need to say that anymore, people? Come on now.
Yeah.
People still do it.
Yeah, because we'll still do it. But do drink, guys, when you're on this podcast, because fuck me, I have to on this show. Have to. See ya.
Yep. All right.